Hey guys, welcome back, and it is time for my Pan That Palette update. So I have two palettes, a blush palette and an eyeshadow palette, and I said in my last video that I was only going to update my blush palette once every few months, but I decided, you know what, might as well bring it up. I don't think there's a problem with bringing it up, so yeah. Anyways, this is the Essence How to Make Your Face Wow palette, and I can definitely say there hasn't been much a difference. The reason why this is the main reason why I didn't want to update you all the time with this, just because face palettes are kind of harder to go through, just because it's not something you can constantly layer, especially this blush color. It is very pigmented, and it is definitely not something that I can wear heavily. This peachy blush is lighter, and in my last video someone said, oh, why don't you just layer the pink and the peach, which I have done before, but sometimes I forget to blend it, and I have to use an exact measurement, but that's what I've been basically doing this past month. I don't know if you can tell, but in the pink there has been a slightly bigger dip on the center, and that's because I've just been playing around, and I wanted to see what it would look like in my crease color. Now I don't just use the pink in the crease, I also layer it with the taupe eyeshadow, which is in my Pan That palette, which I will talk about later. But it's actually a decent look. I actually like the way that it looks, and I've been doing that, and hopefully I can actually at least hit pan this year with this pink blush, because I know eventually I'm going to want to switch things up, because I'll be tired of this palette and I'll want to try something new and take a break from it. So yeah. For this bronzer shade, it's like a shimmery bronzer, same thing, but I kind of gouged my finger in it here. I don't know if you can see that right there. I gouged my finger in it. I wasn't paying attention, and yeah. And then the highlight shade in Starlight, yeah, you can't really see much. I'm going to try to figure out how to make this palette more versatile, just because it's so not right for me. It's pretty, but I was crazy to want it. So let's talk about my palette, eyeshadow palette, and I am so excited about this because I got a pretty good sized pan in this taupe shade right here. Oh, by the way, this is the Naturally It palette by Sephora. Yeah. So my goal this past month was to hit pan on this taupe and to hit pan on this base shade. This base shade, I'm using like a fluffy brush, so it's getting like a wide surface, so it's not getting that deep. So it'll be like one of those things where it'll take me a while to hit pan, but when I do hit pan, it'll be like a bigger pan, if that makes sense, just because I'm using a bigger surface area, if you can see, to get that. It's like the same, it's like so white, so I like to use this color to either set my base or to clean up the eyeshadow. And I was so excited when I hit pan on this. I dipped my brush and I was about to go into my crease, and I was like, wait, was that pan? And I saw a little tiny pan, and I'm so excited, and hopefully you will be able to see this pan grow and grow. So if you've noticed that every shade has a little bit bigger of a dip, especially this purple one, because this purple shade I have been focusing the most on this past January, and towards the end of January I wanted to play around with the other shades, and that's what I've been doing. So I decided that I'm not going to isolate like a shadow like I did for January. I'm just gonna play along and I'll just take it as it is. I do hope to eventually hit this soon. Hopefully, it looks like it's about at the halfway point. This base shade right here, it's like a matte white shade. Hopefully I can get just a tiny bit of pan. If I get like a tiny bit of pan, just a little tiny bit, I'll be really, really happy. And yeah, I can't really say much about this palette. I think I've hit every single point. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. Oh, I totally forgot to mention this in my makeup basket, but I said that along with a Pan That palette item, I'm also going to have a 1 month 1 palette item. And that 1 month 1 palette item is going to be my California Roll Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, just because now that I'm using greens, I think I actually use this green in my crease and it's so pretty. I love it so much, and I've just been having fun with the combination of these two along with this pink shade that's in here in my crease. I loved it. It's great. I know there's no goal that I can achieve in a month with this except to make it even the depths even deeper, but because it's so pigmented it's kind of hard, but yeah. And for this palette, I just hope to hit, just to make more pan on this, let's take out my brushes, on this taupe shade, and hopefully I can hit pan on this matte shade. I think that's it. I want to use more of these two colors. This is like a dark shimmery brown and this is a silver shimmer. They're very beautiful, but the thing about these shades, the shades in this palette, is that even though it's pretty, it'll swatch beautifully, but on the brush it can be very fallouty. It can produce a lot of fallout, so you have to be very careful. That's kind of why I have a lot of bases, because it helps cling on to the shadows. So this is the purple, this is the silver, and this is the brown. Hopefully I can use more of that up. The green one is very pretty also. It looks kind of like muddy without swatch of it right there. It looks like it's brown, but once you get a base in it, you will see how true the green is. So yeah. Oh, also like the shade right here, it looks so gorgeous. It's so soft and it looks so pretty, and it swatches so nicely. Like, I don't know if you could see that, but it's the shade right here. It's such a beautiful color, but it has so much fallout in it, and it's a little bit of a struggle, but hopefully I can get this down. I've only been using this palette for a few months now, so I gotta give it some more time and give it some more love, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.